Muted. There we go. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining this smartphone video workshop. I hope everything is working okay. Please let me know if you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay. I would love to hear that. I'm streaming on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and also on Instagram. We have a behind the scenes. So today we are going to cover a bunch of different things, from my favorite smartphone video tools, my favorite gadgets. So we will go over some of my favorite gadgets. I will also show you some great video filming techniques. So we'll go over that as well. And of course, I will go over a few apps. So what I would like to start off with, or actually what I will end with today, and I'm hoping that you will stay for that, is I will have a toast with my husband, Rick, who will be here in a little bit. We'll have a toast because we have something to celebrate. I'm actually launching a brand new e-course today. Video Smart is launching today, and I will tell you all about that in later on. Of course, we will dive into the workshop first. So, all right. So welcome. I'm happy you're here. And for everyone who is re-watching this afterwards, welcome as well. And if you're joining us live, of course, I would love to hear your questions. Any questions that you have on creating videos with your phone, please let me know. You can just leave a comment, whether you're watching from LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram. Leave a comment on creating videos, and we will go over 3 steps today. So the first thing I will do is I will go over my favorite video tools, gear that I use every day, and you can ask me any questions that you have. Okay, so as I just mentioned, I will launch a new e-course, brand new e-course, smartphone video, how to make smartphone videos like a pro. And if you are joining that today, you will actually get a discount. You do need to use a code VideoSmart upon checkout. For the Dutch viewers, anyone Dutchies watching, there's a separate Dutch website. And you actually don't need to use the code on the Dutch website. It's already all integrated. All right, let's get started. My top smartphone video tools. Let's get started. What are some of the things that I normally use? If you have any questions while I go over this, please let me know. I'm also watching you guys on Instagram, and I'm watching everyone on Facebook, it's LinkedIn and YouTube. So any questions, let me know. The first tool that is always in my bag is this little guy right here. This is the Bendro BK10. If you follow me for a while, you know this one. It's a very handy smartphone video table tripod. So you can film horizontally like this, or you can film vertically like so. It has 3 little legs. And you can also make it a little bit longer. So this one I use every day. I do video trainings every day. I bring a bunch of these along, and they never broke, which is quite a testament on the quality of these things. So the Bendro BK10 is the #1 small little tripod I can really recommend. Now, before we dive further into equipment, this is one thing I would really love for you to know. This is the thing people always ask me. So what should I get? So what should I buy? I'm starting off with videos. So what should I get? What kind of microphone should I get? What kind of tripods or what kind of lights should I invest in? The best equipment does not guarantee a good video. Please know that. So it's like, when you're when you want to work out, and you buy the most amazing workout clothes, great shirts, wonderful shoes, great investment, still doesn't mean that you're actually going to work out well, right? You know how that works. So same thing goes for equipment. I'm going to show you a bunch of tools today. Doesn't mean you need all this, and also it doesn't guarantee a good video. So the first thing you want to do is just start creating videos with what you have. simply use your phone. Maybe use a small tripod or a small microphone, but use what you have and see how far that will get you. So that's really my number one tip on equipment. Okay. Okay, let me see. There's a bunch of different comments coming in. I'm looking at your comments and questions right now, and I will really answer them here in a little bit. Just wanted to say hi to Maria. Hi, Maria. And hi to Greg. Hello. Thank you so much for joining. Okay. So just talked about the tripod. One other little guy I want to introduce to you is the Joby. This Joby is a really great smartphone mount that you can put on really any tripod. It films horizontally and also vertically, as you can see. So this one is perfect if you are filming for different social media. So maybe you're filming for Instagram and LinkedIn and YouTube and your website and your newsletter. Then having something that films both horizontally and vertically is a must. I'm also streaming live on Instagram right now on my phone, and it's vertical. And then at the same time, I'm streaming on my laptop, and that's landscape. So that's just kind of the world we live in right now. And having something like this, like the Joby Grip Tight, that's what it's called, will really make your life a little bit easier. All right, any other questions? Keep them coming. I'm seeing the questions as they come in, and I will answer them in a little bit. But first, I really would like to continue to all the smartphone video tools that we're talking about. Microphones is the next chapter. The Rode Smart Lav Plus, this little guy is one of my favorites. I still use it every day. So whenever I record a video, this is a Smart Lavalier clip-on microphone. So you can clip this on to yourself, clip this on someone you're interviewing. You simply plug this in your phone. So if you have Android, Samsung, or if you have an iPhone, you need to have this. But it works greatly. The other microphones I can really highly recommend, say if you don't want to use wires, because they're too short or just, make things complicated, then you can always look for the Rode Wireless Go. This is the Rode Wireless Go. So it's a wireless microphone. You can hook up to your phone. Or the one I really, really recommend, I've been using this for I think 10, 12 different videos now, and I really like it. It's the DJI mic. So what I like about this microphone is that, first of all, it comes with two different microphones. This, by the way, is the box. This is the box it comes in. Isn't it nice? Looks so nice. Also, this is a charger. It's a USB-C charger. What? Someone really thought of it, when they designed this. I really like it. Okay, what I love about this is that it has two different microphones. So it's a set. The microphone is also a clip-on, so you can either clip it on and it works just like that, or you clip this on your pants and then have an extra microphone, a wired microphone that you clip right here. You can do either way. And what I really, really enjoy about this microphone is you plug it directly into your phone. As you can see, this is for the iPhone, right? But there's also a USB-C connector, just like this one, that comes in the exact same set. So you can plug it into your Samsung, Android phone, iPhone, doesn't matter. So it works on, I think, pretty much any phone. Plug it in and it works immediately. Plus, you have really good audio. You can monitor your audio really well on this thing too. Okay, I can, talk on forever about this microphone. I've created a video review on this microphone as well. So any questions you have on that microphone, just let me know. All right. So these are the microphones I really recommend. I'm seeing a question on Facebook. Let me see if I can answer a few questions. Thank you. Let me hide this. So The question is, should I use a stabilizer, and what stabilizer I can recommend? Well, that's a really good question, but I actually don't really use stabilizers that much. I do own one, as you can see, and I use it every once in a while. But for most companies don't really need to use this. I was actually at doing a video training at an orchid company the other day, and they filmed like these huge fields with beautiful flowers, and they really needed to have stable shots. And if you do that very often, if you need those types of shots a lot, then something like this can be very helpful. But on most phones, you already have a built-in stabilizer. And the newer your phone is, the better your stabilizer is probably. So I would suggest simply start off again with what you have. Simply just use your phone. And if you then know, okay, I'm looking for something a bit more stable, or I'm looking for a bigger tripod, or maybe I should invest in some lights, or maybe, I don't know, I should invest in a better microphone, then you will know. But first, just start. That's my main tip. One other thing before we move on is this little thing. This is pretty much one of the cheapest setups that you can have. This is a light stand. A light stand will be about $10, $15. Buy it online. It's a simple light stand, and combined with a smartphone mount that I just took off a regular selfie stick. So if you have a selfie stick somewhere just laying around, just notice if you can take it off, and you can probably put that on either a regular tripod or a cheap light stand. And this is one of the cheapest ways to still get a stable image without breaking the bank. All right. In my new eCourse, I will actually show you all types of different equipment, and I will do that per budget. So I go through all these different tools that I was just talking about, but I will also share this per budget. So maybe you don't have a lot to spend, maybe you do have a lot to spend. So depending on what you would like to spend, let me show you. This is the course, and right here there's the equipment part. Equipment budget for $50, $250, $500. So depending on what you can spend, I have this all laid out for you with all the different tools that I would recommend for your budget. And of course, there's videos in every chapter. So just so you get an idea of what my eCourse will look like. The eCourse is live right now. You're one of the first people to know. And if you use the code VideoSmart, you actually get a $10 discount today. So if you go to my website and use the code VideoSmart, you get a $10 discount. Okay, now let's move on. Let's see, I think there was another question on LinkedIn from Maria. Hi, Maria. What about the light situation? Any advice? Yes, great question. Before we move on to some film tips, let's answer this question about light. Okay, my first advice, again, is to work with what you have. The best light is regular daylight. Right now, I'm standing in front of a bunch of different lights, but all I'm trying to do is simulate daylight. That's what I'm trying to do. So what you want, and this is what I've done for years, I just stood in front of a window. I'm pointing this way because my window is right there. I just stood in front of a window to record my videos. I used a simple tripod, put my phone on there, made sure the audio was not too bad, background noise reduction, all that stuff. And then I used daylight to fall on my face. So that's one thing that I would highly recommend. Just use regular daylight. Also, on your phone, you can change the light settings. So you can tap your screen, and you will either see a little sun or a plus and a minus, and you can change the exposure manually. A lot of people don't know this, so try that. If you are looking for lights to buy, then what I would recommend to do is buy several lights. Never just buy one. for most lighting situations, you need at least 3 lights. It's called 3-point lighting. If you don't know what that is, look it up. And it really helps you to make sure there are no shadows on your face or in the background. I won't dive too deep into this right now, but it's called 3-point lighting. So if you are looking for, definitely try to look that up. I want to show you my little background light that I have right here, because the big light I'm using right now is called a NAN light, N-A-N light. And then there's also lights by Great Video Maker. These lights also can change colors. They're very small. They also come in sets. So those can be pretty simple to start off with. But of course, depending on where you're filming and what time of day it is, it's very different per situation. It's really difficult for me to give you advice if I don't know that much info. So Maria, thank you for your question. Now let's move on, because we of course have a lot more to cover. So let's move on from smartphone video tools to film tips. I would like to give you some tips, but what I would really like to do is for you to join filming as well. So let's start off with a little assignment. I would like to ask you to look around and grab something, anything that is in front of you. Maybe some fruit, maybe coffee. This is cold coffee, by the way. Coffee, whatever it is, anything that's in front of you, grab it. Okay, and my question now is, how would you film this? So say I'm filming this cup of coffee. How would you film this? If this was the main character in your video, how would you film this? And I know this sounds really silly, because you probably don't have a coffee company, so why would you be filming a coffee cup? Well, listen, if you can change the way you think about how you're creating videos, if you can change the way you're filming and become more creative with it, you will change everything in your video. Your whole video will become a lot more dynamic. So what I would suggest is start thinking differently. Now, how do you do that? I hope that, whenever you thought of the product you're filming, I hope one of the first things that popped into your mind was, what can I do? What can I do? What kind of action or movement? That's the first way to make your video more dynamic. So I'm always looking for movement. What can you do with a cup of coffee? Well, maybe you can put it on a table, take it off a table. Maybe you can pour coffee in it. Maybe you can stir the coffee. There's all these different things that you can do, but you have to have movement. Okay, so that's one. Look for movement. Once you have the movement, and I know a lot of you work for companies and you think, well, there's not a lot going on here. How can I create movement? You can ask someone. So you can ask someone, hey, can I film you while you're working? Can you perhaps open up your laptop? Can you perhaps type? And can I film you while you're typing? That's a lot more interesting than filming just, someone who's not doing anything when there's no movement. A video is a lot less interesting. Okay, the second thing, you already see it on the screen, is you're looking for different types of angles. So when you're filming your cup of coffee and you're filming like this, because that's what a lot of us do, we film at eye level, which is okay. So you film at eye level, then look for a different angle, different distance. So maybe you'll film from the top, like this. It's like an eagle eye perspective. If it's really high, eagle eye perspective. So that's very different angle. Another thing you can do is stand very far away. Maybe you're in the kitchen and now the viewer sees, this is where I am. It's like an overview shot. Another shot, the opposite, far away, is of course a super close-up. So you film really close. So that's what I would highly recommend, is to try to vary in movement and angles. So you will create different shots. I also really want to show you, and maybe we can practice that right now, how to create a very professional looking shot with just your phone. And one of the things people often ask me is, how do I create a shot with the foreground in focus and the background blurry? Let me show you how to do that. Okay, let me see, because I have a bunch of different questions and comments. Bye, Greg. I see you're leaving. And James says, that is a fantastic point about thinking different. Movement is such a great tip. And Maria is asking, are you based in Amsterdam? Yes, well, not close by Amsterdam. I'm in the Netherlands. Let's put it that way. About an hour from Amsterdam. Okay, let's dive into the next tip. As I just mentioned, how to create a blurry background. Let me first, let's do this again together. So grab something close to you. Maybe it's the cup of coffee or the piece of fruit again. And what I would like for you to do is grab your phone and then put the phone really close to the object and make sure that there is a lot of space behind the object. So you don't want to put it on the table. There needs to be space behind it. And if you do that, you will probably automatically see that the object becomes in focus and the background is blurry. And this will often create shots that look very professional, but are very simple to make. Of course, I also want to show you how to do this. So let me quickly share my screen and let's see if that actually works. Here we go. So let me share my screen. This is actually a video, or I'll show you a short part of a video in my new eCourse, Video Smart. So this is what that could look like. So you're putting your phone really close by the object. In this case, it's flowers, really close to the flowers. And then you will tap the flowers or any object that you have in front of you, and make sure that that becomes in focus and the background gets blurry. So this is what that looks like. You tap the flower. So the flower becomes in focus. It's like that. And then the background is blurry. So that's what that looks like. And you can also tap the background again while you're filming. So the background will become in focus and the foreground becomes blurry. So that's just, one way to create shots that look more professional. You start using movement, angles, look at what your camera on your phone has to offer. And really, the camera on your phone can do probably so much more than you think. So, I would love for you to join my new eCourse Video Smart, where I will cover a lot more of these types of tips, how to create slow motion, how to create time lapses, how to film if you don't have maybe the inspiration to film. I will show you how to create a video plan for your business, something that you can reuse, so you're not spending a lot of time thinking about videos every time you want to create a video. So it's out right now, just out this afternoon. And if you use the code VideoSmart, you actually get a $10 discount right now. So you only pay $39 instead of $49. So that's my new eCourse, Smartphone Video Like a Pro. Just check my website. It's all there. All right, let's move into part 3. And oh, I see something on Instagram. Is this with all smartphones or just iPhone? Hi, Scott. Thank you for joining. No, it's for all smartphones. I'm a trainer in video. I go to all these different types of companies, and people have different types of phones. So it could be iPhone or Android. I believe whatever phone you have, as long as it has a camera, you should be able to create an effective video with it. And I also believe it doesn't depend on the type of phone. It doesn't depend on how new the phone is. But what matters is if you understand how to use your phone. If you understand how to create an effective plan, how to use audio, how to use good light, how to use the proper tools, have the right techniques, you can really use any phone. I actually started working with my phone way back in the day when I was working for the TV news in Dallas, the United States. And I had iPhone 4S. 4S, that's a long time ago. So, and even then, no one noticed that I was using a phone. So as long as you have good light, good audio, you can really, really work with a lot of different phones, okay? All right, so let's move on to the third part. Any questions, please leave a comment and I will go through all the questions again. here in a little bit. But we are now going to move on to the third part, and that's my favorite apps. There's always a lot of questions on apps. What kind of apps are my favorite apps? And, you know, this part can really cost you a lot of time. The editing of a video, anyone who recognizes this? Comment when maybe you're spending way too much time on editing. So what I would recommend, first of all, is to have a good plan, to have focus, to understand who your viewer is. That will save you time on filming. You need a video plan for that and a shot list. That will save you time on filming, and that will save you a ton of time on editing. Okay, so that's, you know, first things first. But once you have that and you have your shots, then how can you put all that together in one video? Well, on most phones, there is a ton of, you know, different editing options straight from the camera roll. So check that out first. Then, of course, there's different apps. So let me show you a few of my current favorite apps. I'll show you the app InShot. Let me share my screen again. Share screen. One of my favorite apps right now I use all the time is called InShot. Here it is. So this is also one video in my eCourse. So the app InShot, as you can see right here, it offers different layers, which means you can have a person talking, right? And then have something else be over the talking head. So you actually have a voice over. And that is, it's called picture in picture or B-roll or working with layers. And that's one of the great things that this app has to offer. I use this app all the time to quickly edit my social videos. So what I love about this app is that you can change the canvas size from horizontal to vertical to square to 4x5, whatever you need for your social video. You can quickly change the canvas size in this app, and you can add text, you can add pictures, add your own logo and music. So this app really, really is wonderful for all types of social video solutions. That's really what I would recommend this app mainly for. So that's InShot. Another app I want to show you is also great, and it's a little InShot, by the way, is a free app for both iPhone and Android. And the app I'm about to show is free to use, but it has a logo. InShot also has a logo in it, but you can remove it for free. You just have to look at a bunch of ads or pay a few bucks, and you don't see the ads. But KineMaster, that's the app I'm about to show you, which is also freely available on both iPhone and Android, but it does have a logo in it, and you do have to pay, I'm not sure, $12 or $15 per month to get full access without the logo. Let me show you Instagram as well. It's a very different app from InShot. So InShot is an app I highly recommend to use for social videos, as I said, and KineMaster is a bit more serious. So it's a bit more for interviews. Here it is on your screen. It's a bit more for interviews to really change up, put different videos together, crop the videos. As you can see in the upper right corner, there's a bunch of different options here. So you can change just the speed and change the audio, add layers. That's another thing this app offers too. So you can add different layers. KineMaster is a lot. There's really a lot that this app has to offer, which is wonderful. And it is also very easy to figure out. I use this app all the time during my video workshops at companies with people who have never created videos before. And most people really enjoy working with KineMaster because it's very sleek, simple to understand. And it works for both iPhone and Android, which of course is also a really big plus. Okay, so those were the apps I highly recommend. Another very quick app I want to mention is Mixed Captions and Captions. So if you want to caption your videos, I've used Mixed Captions now for, I think, about a year. It's an app for both iPhone and Android, and this app automatically captions your video. So when your video is done, You've edited your video in iMovie or InShot or KineMaster. Video is done. You export it. You it will be put in your camera roll. Then you import it in mixed captions. The app will actually transcribe what is being said, so it will listen to the words and it will put the words on the screen at the right time. It's really nice. So that's mixed captions. I have been testing the app Captions, which actually is one of my favorites right now. So this is an app for iPhone currently, but one I highly recommend as well. And you can really change the look and feel of the captions of this app. So, okay. Before I dive into the questions that I'm seeing right now, I would like to give you one last opportunity to send me any questions you have. So if you're watching this, any final questions, leave a comment, let me know, and I will answer your questions here in a little bit. But first, I just wanted to let you know my new e-course is just out. We just hit the live button about 30 minutes ago. My husband is here standing next to me, and he's actually about to open the champagne bottle because we are about to celebrate that we are launching this e-course. Before we do that, though, I would like to first see if we have any questions. So we'll first, of course, round off the workshop. So let me go to my comments and see. Oh, let's see. There's people. Maria from Limburg. Hi. And Josefa is joining in. Woohoo. Hi, Sef, my sister, who, by the way, has a wonderful YouTube channel. You should definitely check it out. Okay, my new e-course, you can, if you are buying it today, you actually get a launch discount. You only pay $39, but you do need, let me show you, you do need our code. Use the code VideoSmart to actually get the discount. So that is kind of important. All right, I think we are ready to do the official launch.
Sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Come on here. Okay, let me see, because now we have our height difference. This is Rick.
Hello.
My husband, who has been very supportive and has been helping me a lot. And we are going to...
You want to open
No,
it?
no, you open it, but not this direction.
Oh!
Okay, there's a lot of champagne everywhere. What? Okay, let me show you. I don't know if you can see. No, you can't. But there is champagne all over the floor.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Sorry if I screamed. Okay, hi everyone on Instagram. We are about to toast to launch our new e-course, VideoSmart. You can...
It's a bit foamy.
You can buy it now. So this is why we are toasting right now. Hi to Rick. Oh, that's Bobby. Hi.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Yusefa, hi.
Hi, Bobby. Yusefa.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining. This was the launch of our e-course and the end of my video workshop. I hope this was helpful. Definitely let me know if you have any more questions after watching this course. I would love to help you, of course. So have fun creating videos, keep on filming. And right now, if you want, head on over to Instagram where we'll continue our toasts and do a little behind the scenes. But have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Enjoy your week.
Bye.
Bye.
And